And welcome back to Factorio. Now, since we last played, I have actually expanded the mall somewhat because there were a few things that bugged me. The first thing that bugged me was it didn't have everything I wanted in it. So now I've also got these little chemistry labs because they're actually pretty cheap, or at least I have pretty much everything except for the barrels available. And likewise over here, I wanted and got some assembly machines made, and they're all stacked up in this barrel. And I thought, well, I've got the resources pretty much, so why not make a bunch of stations as well, which I did. I then put in the inserters again, and I gave myself a bit of room so I could do a stack inserter, so I actually switched the order of things a little bit. And in fact, I used a piece of paper to plan some of these. I made diagrams in PowerPoint, yes. I am that nerdy. And here's what I did for the rebuild of the inserters, well not inserters, all the red stuff. So as you'll see, it actually is pretty quick. And one of the things that I fixed, and I'm just going to dump these yellow belts back in here, sorry. One of the things I fixed was that there weren't places like boxes for everything. Like everything should have at least one box, and that matters later for the drone network when we want to dump items into boxes and to get rid of them and have drones move them out of our inventory. Everything needed a box. So I've rebuilt this and made it symmetrical and kind of increased the amount of gears that are available. And in general, everything here is now just wonderful. There are boxes loading up with stuff. I've got just plenty. Oh, I've still got some in my inventory. Got plenty of this junk kicking around, and I'm just gonna manually put it back in here. Likewise up here, you can take another one of those. If I've got anything else lying around I don't want. Yes, I think that's looking quite fine and dandy. And I also like that it's basically symmetrical except for the evil splitters, which require chips. And so I couldn't make that symmetrical. But that's fine, because now my mall is looking absolutely fantastic and gorgeous. I've got everything I could want on it. Miners, the whole lot. All the stuff you saw last week. And I've also done a little bit of research on what I've mostly been working on has been the sort of upgrades for weaponry, like the laser damage and what have you. But what we really need to do now is to get on with, I'm going to just research a couple of, I don't know, what is that? Speed? All right, well, we'll just do that. I'm going to research a couple of random things while we work through a little bit more tech. So what I actually need to do is, I need to get onto making red chips, but to do that I need oil and oil production. And to really do that well, I need about 75 science packs, the blue science, and for that I need engine for these guys, and for that, so yeah, advanced circuits, and for that I need plastic, and for plastic I need oil. But actually, I'm kind of rambling and babbling here, I'm sorry about that. What I actually want to do is to get advanced oil processing so I can set up my system nicely from the get-go. And for that, what I will do, or to make that sort of jumpstart that, I'm going to do a little job. I seen it on another YouTuber's. I think it was Kitch's videos. He did this, and I thought it was just, I quite liked it. So I'm just going to jumpstart my production by, have I got enough? Yeah, I've got enough of that stuff. And I've got inserters, I've got power. Don't need it. Yeah. So I'm going to jumpstart what he did by sort of jumpstart a little bit of blue tech. I'm going to jumpstart myself some blue technology so that I can get the advanced science or advanced oil processing. And with the advanced oil processing, then I can set up a decent refinery. That's what I've been failing to say for about 3 minutes, because I've been thinking while doing. That's never good. YouTubers should never be allowed to think while they do stuff. It's not going to end well. So I got to get my oil out. There is actually one more under there, I see. No, actually there isn't. Okay, fine. Well, we'll put that guy back then. So what I want to do is, who's going to give this one a bit of power? I'm going to just do a very lazy and very dirty, well, literally dirty, because it's going to be pipes and junk, oil production job. You just come down here. Yeah, just go like that, and then you can go like that, and then like that. So we're going to pump a little bit of oil into a basic oil refinery. And then we're going to make a little bit of plastic. It's going to be very simple. You need a bit of power, do you? Well, there you go. And what I also need to do pretty promptly is to look for an actual oil outpost. So I don't often have to start with an oil outpost, but in this case, I mean, I really will. I'm going to have to start with oil rather than any other resource, which is unusual. I don't mind that. So we're going to do basic oil processing. And for that, or to get rid of those resources, I'm just going to spread them out a little bit in a kind of slightly derpy way. We're going to take one of these and make plastic bars. And we're going to put those plastic bars in some kind of box. And then one of these is going to make probably just, what is it, solid fuel. And the other one is going to make like the other kind of solid fuel. And then with, because you can't leave one item unused, shall we say. So I'll explain that in a second, because it obviously doesn't make much sense to you unless you're a real nerd like I am and you know Factorio very well, or reasonably well. Okay, so I need these 3 boxes. So I'm going to do this first, and then it'll be much more sensible to you. So that's going to go there, that's going to go there, and that's going to go there. What are you... oh, you need coal. I forgot all about that. But that's okay, because we have a lot of coal right here. Don't want to use that yellow one anymore. We'll just do that, and... okay, we'll get it within the... use the slow one at the end. Okay, cool. Whew, so lab research speed is done. What's another cheap one? Modules, solar panels, flight. I'll just go with stack inserters. Stack inserter capacity for modules. Start that one. Okay, so basically what happens is, here I shall explain now. When you turn crude oil into things, if you're using the basic recipe, you get 30 heavy, 30 light, and 40 petroleum. You actually want more petroleum than just about anything else almost all of the time. So that is not the best recipe to use. You want to be using advanced oil processing, which gives you more petroleum and less of the other things. When you do any oil cracking, unless there's somewhere for all the liquids to go, the processing stops. Just imagine that, like, you're taking mud and you're turning it into 3 different types of... actually, it makes no sense. Just imagine you're taking diesel, petrol, crude oil, whatever it is, and you're cracking the crude oil into 3 different products. If one of the storage tanks for those products gets full, you have to stop producing your fuel. You can't just burn it off. You know, there's nowhere to store that leftover. I could add big tanks to take the overflow of light and heavy oil, but instead what I'm going to do is just let them make me some solid fuel, because I don't know, that's quite a nice thing to do. Stack of solid fuel is good. You can use it on trains, which is probably what I will do, on your cars and stuff. Meanwhile, this guy here is just going to make me a ton of plastic, and I will turn that into science as soon as I get engine units, which is the job I need to do. So I don't need that much plastic, so I don't want to go too crazy. But I do obviously now need to go and set up my engine production and move on to researching some other random... oh, that's a good idea actually. Modular armor. Yeah, that's cool. Modular armor is going to be a nice boost in our capabilities. So we're going to go down here and we're going to set up our engine production while that plastic is running. And that will be very helpful to us. Now the problem is, where are we going to set it up? So steel, iron, and pipe. I'm inclined to set it up over here, not the least because we haven't really developed this line very far yet. And that does seem like a good idea in general. I do need to push down the turret ring. So we have had a few biter attacks, as you can see from all those. I think they did biters. I think they are. Their sprites are looking a little odd. So yes, we need to make sure that they aren't going to be a problem for us. Here we go. And do something like that. I don't know, that'll probably do. Yeah, that's fine. And eventually I shall probably also build a car, but I need those engine units first. And we're going to go drive around and blow up. We're going to go and bomb all those poor biter nests. So engines require steel, pipe, and gears. Steel and gears I have available to me very easily. Pipe I do not. So what I kind of need to do is to plan this out a little carefully. So I'm just going to give myself... Actually, where is... Oh, it's down there, and there's one in theory. Okay, I'm just looking at where the drone ports are going to go. Okay, ooh, good. Modular armor. Oh, night vision. That's handy. Actually, where can I make my modular armor yet? No, of course, because I need all the advanced circuits, which I do not have. Actually, it's the steel that I really need. So let's grab it. Oh, don't need all that dirt. Yoink. One of those, and then I can't make anything else yet. That's fine. I shall put this just in a dump slot. There we go. Night vision, very good. Batteries, yes, that's all very lovely stuff. So we're going to bring, let me get this going here. We're going to bring stuff in along here. One of the things to note, oh, actually, that's a good idea. I've got all my little factories close here now. So I can just steal them all out without having to grindingly make them. So one of the things to note is that, where are we? It takes 10 seconds for the factories to produce anything. I'm just going to go 1, 2. Oh, gosh, come here. Factory. So we're going to take the engines out. Where are we going to take the engines out? Down the middle, I suspect, actually, because we want to have 2 lots of factories making them. Because actually, we come back here, have a look. The engines, 10 seconds each. That's a really long time, so I think we need at least 20. I'll show you. Let's be a bit sensible about this. 2. Where are we? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then with belt down the middle. So I'll probably just swing a whole bunch of, what was the intermediate product I needed? Pipe. I'll probably just swing a whole bunch of pipe around this loop somewhere. And there is so much metal here. You know what I could do? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I could actually set up my own little gear manufacturing at the top here. Like the rest of the gear system and the gear supply is so far away, and I don't want to have to cross all the belts to bring stuff in. So it actually would make sense to just lift some metal straight off this line here, pretty much like this. Do I just then space it out ridiculously? I'm kind of humming and hawing here. Okay, hang on a sec. Solar panels. Yes, I want those for my own personal solar panels. Where did my modular armor go? That's heavy armor. That's confusing. Oh no, it's still being made. So I do want, you know, like a lot of gears. And you know, can we make enough to keep up? An engine takes 1 gear. So I need 10 a second, basically. They are made in, what is it, half a second for 2. That's like maths. I didn't come here to maths stuff. I think what I'm going to do is just, like, split off some metal or something. Yeah, should I do it that way? Oh, what's being damaged? Okay, well it survived, so that's good news. And up here got a bit smashed as well. Okay, that's fine. So the chips are done, the modular arm is coming. I'm sort of thinking I do want to... Actually, you know what would be perhaps quite good? Is if I did it like this, then I could do some kind of... Well, that makes no sense. I could set up 4 factories here and have a belt going down, or some underground belt. And then I could load onto the belt from like here. And we could go like this and like this. And then all I need to do is just get the iron in the right place for the other side as well. And that would be like 4 factories of gears. I just can't imagine we would ever burn through more than that. That would be a bit ridiculous. And the engine factories are just big. I mean, there's just a lot of work in them. They do a lot. So that's gears. And we will give you some power so we can just get a feel for the working situation here. And then, yeah, of course, you pump that all in there. And then, yeah, we're going to left click there and I'm standing in the wrong place. Okay. So that's that. And what this one needs in particular is that. And it needs like, yeah, like that. So gear. This one doesn't have any metal. I could do some cute interlacing, which it almost feels cheaty when you can do this, but on the other hand, it does make for quite elegant contraptions and constructions. And I'm inclined towards elegance, even if something feels weird. So why? Okay, you're filling that back up again. Fine. So you can actually interleave different types of belt, which is cute. So you see, they'll actually run under and into each other, which means I can do that. And in fact, it means I can do that, which means I can get rid of this and make everything just look like very compact and professional. It's almost like I bought one. So now what we have is gears coming down. And what I'm inclined to do is to just set up the steel route. Okay, solar energy is coming through. Personal solar energy, personal solar panel. That is what I absolutely want. And my armor's in there, but I don't have any things for it yet. I don't have any solar panels or anything cute. So what I will do is, I think this is going to just go straight onto a belt like this. And then it's going to come... what do we want for those jolly engines again? Steel on one, and then we want pipes feeding. It's kind of 3 annoying products, I must admit. And that does annoy me. Like, oh, that's not too bad at least. I mean, that's... well... Alright. So now we can afford to look at this. So they're having a little... are they having a bit of trouble keeping up? I'm not sure that's a fair assessment. Like, it would be good if they could get more iron. Like that. I mean, a stack inserters will probably solve that. And these guys, okay, so they're backed up. Okay, personal solar panels, exoskeleton I can't do. Sure, we'll go with flight. So now I can do the solar panels. Yay, I can do night vision. Batteries I can't do. So, we'll just maybe pick up some of this and some of that. Can I get more solar panels? Oh, steel is what we need. Okay, that's fine. I know where I can get some of that. Okay, coming up. Zoink. Zoink. Because then everyone will be much happier with daytime. Well, I can't make batteries yet. Because I can't make batteries yet, my night vision will only work in the day. So that's a touch pointless, but hey, I had fun there for a second. So we want to go 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then what we need is an output belt, but I fear that we also need a crafty way to get the... yeah, I could really spread these out. That keeps it a bit narrower, which I am in favor of. So then it would be... no, that... I have to start it from way down here, which feels wrong. But at least if I lay out what the shape would be. So I'll put them the wrong way. So I want like this in a factory, do I? Come here. So then it can pick the barrels. What I want to do is pick barrels like this. Oh, not barrels, pipes. I want to pick steel like this, and steel and gears, and then I want to output to a central line down there. So what I need to be able to do is, yeah, go like this, you see, and then have this one be another, yeah, so it's going to be like this. And once I've got this down, I should actually make a little blueprint so I can just follow along without having to do like brain stuff in my head. No, that one needs to be further away. How big is that going to be if I make a blueprint of it? And I know, I have the feeling that that's going to be quite big. That's not the end of the world for me. Like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I mean, well, that's not too bad, to be perfectly frank. So that would be, yeah, I think this will work. This will be fine. Let's get, oh, God, I screwed it up. Bear with me, caller. I'm just going to fix this up, and then we will make ourselves a better one of everything. Okay, so we are now looking at what 10 of these bad boys will appear as. I don't know. It's not particularly compact, I must admit, and that does in some way deeply disturb me. But I can't do much about it, and sometimes it's nice just to do something a bit different. I'm pretty sure I've got more compact factory setups. On the other hand, none of them are quite as adorable as this. Is that big? There you go. So none of them are quite as adorable as the scale of this thing. So I'm okay with it. We're gonna run with it, and I'm gonna lay this out, and then we're going to set up the barrel production or barrel pipe production piece, and pipe those down the middle, so to speak. What? Oh. Game, you got confused because of the turret. It's okay, I'll sort that out. Better put it back. There's been so many bad guys. Okay, keep those. Okay, so I think I'm just going to lay this out, and then I shall be back with you with the pipes. I think this is going to work. It's going to be just adorable. We're just at the point of piping the steel, and it needs to come in only on one side. One of the challenges of this method is that it actually draws only from one side of the belt, which can mean weird balance issues down the line. But I'm just hoping that it's going to be fine, basically. I'm just crossing my fingers. And then what we're going to need to do is to drop in a little splitter here so we can split out like all of this, right? And it is going to keep its lane arrangements. In the end, we're just going to need more steel anyway, at least another belt of it somewhere. So I think we'll worry about fixing that another day. But you see, that's coming down quite nicely. I also moved things down one in case you didn't notice, because I couldn't easily get the engines out without doing a weird jiggle around everything. And that was going to be ugly. So obviously the thing to do is to move the entire factory down one space than to actually, you know, put up with an ugly anything. That would be just crazy talk. So engines are going to enter the belt system kind of about here. They go over one and then they go down. So that is going to be engines, which is great. We still have the issue of making pipes, which we want to funnel in this way. So I'm kind of tempted to actually just cut these back to the start there. Cool. I'm kind of tempted to just do like a little splitter here. And oh, you know what? I could almost do like a direct insertion onto those belts. Like, how many do I need to make? How fast are they made? So intermediate, no, finished products. There we go. So pipes take half a second. Takes 2 of them. So I at least need 5 factories? Really? Is that really what's required? 5? Well, if you say so, game. What else am I going to research? I'm just going to... Oh, there's not terribly much I can research. It's fresh. Okay, we're going to research construction robots. We're not going to get into them yet. But we will research them. We'll have that tech unlocked. So, yeah, I guess it doesn't look too weird to have this belt coming off here. And... oh, God, there we go. So, and then we're going to have we've got a bunch of these factories. So, how many could we line up in some kind of, you know, dumping fashion? Since we're already... oh, they're a bit noisy. No. I'm just going to rotate those because they're like total pains. So since we already have this kind of annoyingly weird layout of a factory here, I might just... actually, a splitter would be better. Like, I can run pipe belt down the middle and we can just split out. Oh, God, if I could actually lay belt. I can run belt down the middle, and this is what I think I hate about belts. I can't get a neat left-right. It's one or the other, so we'll just do that. The furthest away from the biters, the better. So we'll just do this. We'll lay metal down here. What I will do, though, is... I wonder if I'll just split it and then just run it like this for these guys. And like... nah, we'll do it slightly further back and we'll run it like under here. There you go. That'll look quite cute, right? Like intermingling belts of doom. I appreciate that. So down here for you, and the rest of you just like do that, and we'll see if 3 or so factories do it. I think it... I don't know, will it? The demand on motors is a bit intermittent. Like, it's not like you need a lot of them. I do feel the need to make an ordered number of... oh my gosh, we're out of those? Cool, I do feel the need to make like an ordered number of those. So we will order a number of factories making them just for the neatness of it. Come on, shift flip. Yeah, we go. And a big power pole or 2 should set those up just fine. So we'll just copy it down here, something like that. So yeah, let's go grab some more belt. Well, not belt, some more inserters. Do we need more belt as well? Actually, we do. So we'll grab some of those. Thank you very much. And we'll grab some of that. One of those, 2 of those, 3 of those. And we'll dump those other yellow products another time. But for now, this is going chonka donka donka. You're going to come down here and then take a hard right along the back. We're going to put down at least 1 more factory and some lights because we make them. And if we make the blimmin' things, we might as well use them. Don't you agree? I'm sure you do. So, yes, factory. Give you some inserter power. Right, like that. Like that. And like that. Why have I not got... oh, I haven't put it in the right place. There we go. And, well, I don't know. We're just going to do that, okay. Get rid of some cables. There we go. I wish you could have like a cable tidying mod. That would be nice. You can do it manually with a copper wire. You can tell them don't make, you know, just remove the wiring here kind of thing. But that's like a fiddle. It'd be nice just to have it automatically beautified, I think. So, how's that looking? Other than sticking a turret on the end, which I think feels like a very good idea. Construction robots. Okay, do the next ones, which is logistics robots. They're going to be the flying around doing cool shit for us robots. Cool stuff for us, I should say. So, they're all grinding. I'm having a little look. Okay, we're going to pick up these motors. And can we make a car yet? No, one more engine. One more engine. Yay, we can make a car. Cool. So, oh, and also we should put stuff in our power armor. So you just right click on it. Look, I can, actually I can put all the solar panels in and my night vision gear. Yay! And then when it goes dark, I won't have any power. There's no battery icon here. So, what are you complaining about? Oh, you don't know what you're making. That's right. We can sort that out. So you're all happy. I see green lights. Green lights is a good sign. I see pipe all the way along there, so maybe we did slightly overkill the number of pipes we need. But that's fine. An overkill's a sure kill. So, okay, that's engines done. I'm pleased. But now it's time to take our little car. And we got a bit of solid fuel, but I'm inclined to get a little bit more and to see... Actually, what was I going to do? I need to see... Where are those potions? Ah, that's right. I need to just load up on... While we're blowing up biters, we'll load up on like a vast quantity. Okay, advanced circuits, and that requires plastic. Okay. So how many engines? Oh, we got millions of engines. Okay, brilliant. So we'll grab some plastic and then we'll go and blow up some biters. And then we'll be well on our way to being ready for all the oil production we could ever want. Ooh, that guy's out of ammo. Not vital that he gets filled up, but I would feel better. So I'm going to sort that one out now. I've also done a little bit of work just in enhancing and lengthening some of the metal production lines, but it's pretty dry stuff, so I didn't want to overwhelm you lot with videos of it. Okay, so that's that. I kind of split and halved some of the ammo there. You need, I think, perhaps a buddy. And as soon as I possibly can, I want to get... Actually, that was it. How much ammo? I want to get laser turrets up and just saturate the place with them. Because they're amazing and everything will be better with them. So, I suspect this box has all it can take. And copper. Oh god, okay. Well, we can drive down there, I suppose, and pick up some copper. Actually, I'll probably just run. I want to make sure I can make, like, there's no significant bottleneck on the way to making, like, 75 odd potions. 7. So that's metal. Okay, we run over here. I do have mining drills at the mall, but let's just do it this way. Oh, in fact, there's also a box I left here full of that. 18. So it's this again. And that's copper again. So I just want to make sure it's not plastic, because once we start driving, we're going to be a bit far away. What even is that on now? What do you need? Electric mining drills, which require metal. Yeah. We'll get there in the end. And that requires more metal. And that requires more plastic, I think it was telling me. So I don't mind if I overproduce. I might as well pick that bad boy up. So, okay, so another stack of plastic, and I think we'll probably be about ready. Slots. Yeah, we'll go with slots. That's increasing the logistic network supplies we have. But we'll worry about that another day. Take some of that fuel. Why not take a bit more? Oh, there we go. One of those. Okay, so... Okay, we're back to copper. That's fine. So, right, let's get in our little car. So, if you haven't seen this already, the cars are really cute. You put them down. You put fuel in them. Now, you can put ammunition in them, but I'm not going to, because what I've got is like 1,000,000 trillion grenades, and I can throw them out of the window while driving around, which is just amazing. And what I plan to do is circuits around the enemy base, hopefully, or the enemy base is hopefully not dying in the process, and just pushing them back a bit. This isn't my favorite way of taking on enemies, but it does work. Oh, no, that's not my favorite way of doing things either, which is talking at the same time and failing horribly. Oh, that worked. Driving around in circles. Okay, cool. Let's stop. You can run yourself over with your car if you jump out when it's moving, so that's to be disadvised. The other way of taking out biter nests, which a lot of people do like, is to just creep forward with turrets. But I find that really annoying. Oh gosh, I just threw it on myself. I find creeping forward with turrets takes a while. It's safe, but it's kind of terrible and boring, so I don't want to do it. Okay, is it still following? Yes, 3, 2, 1. Bullseye. Okay, stop. Okay, repair the vehicle. Later on we get to have a tank, and the tanks are much better at doing this job. So, not much more we can research with just red and green, so we'll just do that one again. Get more logistic slots. You kind of need to set up like a good rhythm. Like that works for me. Yes. I got them all. Brilliant. Well, that's going to reduce the amount of attacks we get. I've just got to watch out for the... Oh gosh, it's dark. I've just got to watch out for the... Where are they? Die. I've just got to watch out for... Yeah, for bad guys. Come on. Oh, no, no, no. Hitting things. That's what I was trying to say. Come forward. No. Oh, no, no. No, no, no. Don't blow up my car. Let's just get back up here. And then we'll get out up here and get the repair on. Okay, so repair. Turret can take them out. Alright, come on. How many grenades do we have left? Enough. Okay, I think we have enough. And I've got a little bit of tiny bit of night vision just at the end of the day, basically. And still a little bit of solar power left. But obviously that's not much use to anyone. That's a really big pile of biter nests. Well, I like the fact that I can outrun them. I just can't... I mean, this is a really easy way of doing it, but it's just taking a bit of time. Okay, we'll go for this side now. Like, it's kind of more important to take out the nests than it is the biters, because otherwise they will keep spawning. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, you get out of there. Did I run them over? I hope I did. Okay. So, take that out. I'm still very slowly making a lot of the potions, the science potions. Not quite as quick as I would like, but we're getting there. It's not the prettiest way to make science, but it does work. So now we're just in the waiting for other kinds of... Oh, actually we can do explosives. Cool, explosives are great. So yeah, we'll do that. Explosives leads to cliff explosives and other useful terraforming things, as well as rocketry and what have you. Which is another great way to take out a lot of biters quickly. Alright. Come on. Oh, am I out? I am out. Do I have any more grenade tech to research? Not that I can see right now. I do have tanks, but not enough tech to pick them up. Okay, that's fine. Repair this bad boy and go pick up some more grenades is the order of the day. And maybe make sure this guy has enough ammunition. He does not. One more here. Can't hurt. Oh, that's a bit weird. I wonder how that happened. Alright, well that's a lot happier now. Good. I will just take all of this production, I think. Done. What else can we research? More explosives. I'm actually hoping to find more grenade damage. No, that requires blue sign. So we'll just do this one. I'm not going to use mines. I've never used them. I don't really see what the point is. But I will happily play with them. At least research them. So I'm back from destroying a bunch of biter nests. I thought I wouldn't just repeat that over and over. As you can see, I took out the few that were kind of a couple around here. You saw them down here. Took out one over here. So they are somewhat pushed back. The next one on my target list is probably this one. But I think they can wait for now, because I'm starting to build up an actual good pile of science. And I need to tell them to start using it. So I want to start using it for... Right, what am I looking for? The one that I want. That one. Yeah. So, advanced science-y shenanigans. Which, there's a huge stack of science below here. And a car that I accidentally blew up as well. So I'm I'm assuming that's going to take a little while, and what I'm going to do is just let that run. And that means in the next episode we're going to be ready to go and set up our advanced production facility for fuel and all those wonderful byproducts. So I hope you will stick around for that. We're going to get fuel up and running, and plastic, and then red circuits, because they are vital to our efforts. Until next time, I've been Tiny Pirate. Thanks for watching. I hope you've been enjoying Factorio. It's a great game. I love it, and I hope you do too. Good night.